Buenos dias and welcome to another episode of Radio. Why are you laughing already?
Because it's a cheesy intro.
I cannot laugh. All right.
I'm gonna start over. Buenos dias and welcome to another episode of Radio IB. This is your host Pouria, and together with William.
Hello.
Ben.
Hello.
Nicole.
Hi.
Jonathan.
Hello.
And Parsa. We're making Radio IB episode 5. Prepare yourself for another exciting episode of Radio IB with our special guest today. He's known as the champion of the people. We're thrilled.
I don't think anyone calls him the champion.
That's the first time I've heard that.
Because he is the people.
We have to keep him happy, okay? So we're going to interview the
You just exposed yourself.
Hey man, let me be happy for once.
Wait, face into the microphone. Oh, fuck.
Don't worry about it. All right.
We are thrilled to welcome in our podcast. We have Mohammad Omais here. How are you?
Hola compadres.
What does that mean?
Oh man, how you doing?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm doing pretty fine, man. How's everyone doing here? You
Good.
okay?
Good. Yeah, good.
Doing good. We're doing good.
Yeah.
I'm doing as good as ever.
Oh man, I'm doing
as
good.
one
I finished
can.
early today. It was so fucking good.
Nice.
Yeah,
I
you've
mean,
just been sitting here waiting for the podcast all day.
I've been chilling on the couch for like, I don't know, like a long time. All right, just a long time.
You mean that couch down at the bottom
The
floor?
one couch.
That one couch.
I just
couch.
got that
Like
couch
it's
is
Ivy took
fucking
over
golden.
that couch.
Yeah, but it's like right in front of...
Jonathan, now it's time for this week's study tips. What do you have up your sleeve for this week?
Welcome back to School Tips. Today's topic, planning/scheduling. And instead of me just rattling on about it, I thought I'd bring the rest of the crew into the discussion. But first, I want to cover the purpose of planning and scheduling. We have all heard countless times that we should do it, but why? What are the goals? Why should you do it? Well, the first reason is to make sure you don't forget stuff, assignments, tests, etc. Planning out your time also helps you to be more effective, to not waste time, and most of all, avoid procrastination. Setting time aside for schoolwork, social life, and whatnot helps you to stay focused instead of trying to do multiple things at once. You know, multitasking. And finally...
The fuck?
Apparently, we're having a breach.
Mayday, call the guards.
SOS.
The FBI
Should
found
we call the
us.
police? Oh fuck guys, it's me. I'm sorry guys.
Should I start over?
Should we open
No,
it?
you
No,
can
you
continue.
can-
It's
you
fine. That's just unexpected.
Yeah,
Okay,
things happen.
where did I stop? And finally, scheduling helps decrease stress. If you have a plan, then you are less likely to worry. So guys, how about you all share your planning method and we'll see how well they stack up to these objectives.
Who's going first?
Sure, I can go first because mine is very short. You see, I don't plan.
Yeah.
I am very bad at planning, and my sister has been trying to make me plan everything from when I eat my breakfast to when I go to sleep to how the kind of breakfast I make. But I can't plan for shit, and my sister overplans instead, and she wants me to do the same.
That doesn't
So
sound
which of the
healthy.
objectives do you
I'm
live
saying
up
the
to?
same thing. What?
Which of the objectives do you live up to? None.
Well, I
Babe.
just sort of plan the schedule in my head, and then I remember when I have tests. That's about it.
Yeah, but
I used to do the same thing.
Yeah.
that's
similar
the
thing.
thing about planning, right? It works differently for different people.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, some people need to have this like almost like the point-to-point schedule, or from 7:30 to 7:45 I'm gonna do this. For some people it works, for some people it doesn't, right?
Yeah, it really doesn't
It's
work
just
for me.
different.
Yeah,
It's up to person.
that's similar to what I do. I mean, like if like I really need to study for a test, I'll be like, right, I'm gonna wake up at this time. I'm gonna have like this time for breakfast, and then like I'm gonna like for example spend 10 a.m. to 12 a.m. just doing work.
So for you, how much you plan is dependent on how much you need to get done.
Yeah, it's usually that, or just like getting things done, or just study.
See, that's smart. I don't do that.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'll get like 3/4 of the way through it, and I'll be like, fuck it.
No, I'll have a test on like Thursday, for example. I'm like, okay, I remember, like last week's lesson. I bet I can, study like 1 or 2 hours, right? Like the night comes, I'm like, okay, I'll sleep later tonight, And then I'll be like at nighttime I'm watching like some fucking TED Talks or like some weird videos about like some guys digging like I'm building a mansion out of mud and sand.
That stuff
forest.
is great.
I'm like okay, I love those guys, but at the same time like I need to study. So at 2 a.m. I'm like, okay, shit, do I study now or do I just go to bed? It's like dilemma, just like this dilemma. So I usually just go to bed. I'm like, okay, I'll wake up 6 a.m. I'm gonna do it for real this time. All right, I'm gonna put my mind to it. I'm gonna study. I don't usually study.
Procrastination.
Yeah. So do you think that better planning would help you?
Oh yeah, definitely. But I don't want to.
Yeah, same. It probably would. Like the one thing that I probably should struggle, well, that I do struggle with, is when I start to actually study, like during weekends. And I think the part that you said, like when I wake up and when I just start studying afterwards, that's probably a point I should have. Otherwise, I'll just stare at YouTube for a few hours until like
quite
12.
common.
Yeah,
Also, usually like me studying, just like YouTube tutorials, like on the tram here. That's it.
Nicole, how do you plan?
Well, I don't really plan a time for study. I study whenever I have time.
Yeah, same.
Because there's too much homework. But the only thing I do, it's just I write down the homework or assignment I need to do somewhere, like, to-do list or whatever. And when I'm free, I just look at it. And if there's anything I need to do, then I do them. And when I finish them, I tick them off.
That sounds like a lot more than most of us do.
Wait. What order do you guys do your work? Do you do homework, then study, or study and then
Well,
homework?
the time,
It depends, always on for like when the studying is for and when the homework is for.
Yeah.
When it's just study that I know, okay, I have a test in 2 weeks, then I'll probably do the homework first, but I'll study afterwards.
Back to me. I do something pretty similar. I do it in my head, but I do have quite rigorous planning. So I'll say, okay, I know at what points in my week I have study time. Then I'll put stuff into there. But it's still all in my head. And whenever I've told people who have gone IB that I'm going IB, the first thing they say is, get a planner. Do it now. You're going to need it. So it's something which you hear so much about. So it's something which I feel we all should really work on a bit harder. And as we've said, there are different ways of doing it. You don't have to write down every single thing, but having something written is probably quite a big help, because that makes it official somehow. And also, I mean, you got to work on it over time, but still just having something where you actually plan out your week and how you're going to get through your schoolwork, that can be really important. And it can be difficult to start with it, but it's worth it. At least that's what everyone says.
Yeah, I'd have to second that, writing things down, especially writing them down on paper, because it shows like, instead of like being able to easily delete it, it shows like, all right, this is something I have to do. It's concrete. It's there. I can't get rid of it. And also tied on to the study schedule thing, that like we heard that in pre-IB in like mentor time with Miss White, I think, that we should have a study planner because it helps you a lot.
Yeah, and it's like you can get away. You can do complete without it pre-IB, and in this year of IB, DP1, you can get away with it. But from what I've heard, you can't in next year of IB. So you might as well get started now.
Yeah, just get used to it. That's probably the big thing, and I'm not used to it.
I don't know anybody who is, really.
I relate to you, William.
I think we're done there.
For studying, all right.
Wonderful. Moving on to the upcoming tests and assignments. Ben, let's hear it.
Yeah, so next week, Wednesday, we've got a math test.
AAHL.
AAHL, thank you, Nicole. It's on sequences and binomial theorem. And I don't know what other tests we have, like next week, like any coming tests.
Ben, you should get better at your job.
Yeah, I should. I
up.
completely slacked off this weekend.
How about you put that in your schedule?
I should. It's just I never do. I never
How
do at all.
about every, I don't know, Saturday morning, just look at some tests, look at some test scheduling,
Yeah, I know, but like usually like I know what tests I have, but I don't know the tests other people have now. And like on Mondays, I'll always be like, oh yeah, I'll just ask people. But then it'll be the end of the day. I'm like,
You should
shit, I
expand
didn't
your
ask
contacts,
anybody.
Ben.
I should, because it's always twice now. I've come in here and asked people like, all right, guys, what tests do you have?
Yeah, you do it every time.
Come on.
Yeah.
We have quite similar subjects, don't we?
Yeah,
I don't think that's
we
very
do.
good.
Yeah, exactly. Like almost everyone in here has the same subjects. Like
Yeah.
5 out of 6 in this podcast right now.
I don't have any subjects with you, William. It breaks my heart.
I know, it
And you
breaks
two
my
don't.
heart too.
Yeah, we don't
That's
have any.
I mean, we have like similar subjects, but like no classes together.
We have econ together, Mon.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Well, unless Ben can sort of think of anything else.
I really can't. I'm sorry.
Maybe
I don't know
people can
either.
sort of send to us on the Instagram what they have. Alternatively, maybe we need to get in contact with teachers so they can.
Yeah, but I think
send
that's
stuff
just
to us.
more work for the teachers too, right? It might just be best to ask other people.
Yeah, we can just like ask people like you guys can just ask people like to check man back for like next week, whatever.
Yeah, good point.
Send a message whenever there's a test, you know. Of her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's
Let me
basically
know.
it. Yeah.
Did you just wink at me for test schedules?
Test schedules, they're you know they're hot.
They're hot. They're hot. Yeah.
HAWT. Hot.
How?
Hot.
Right. So yeah, people who are listening to this podcast, get a second source for this week specifically. Don't rely on us completely.
Ben's getting better at his
if
job
you-
at some point.
No, I'm getting worse at my job actually. I was doing well before, and then it just went downhill.
Maybe it's just we don't have a lot of tests.
Yeah, that's
Let's hope
exactly.
so.
Not right now because it's like
So
soon break.
let's hope that's the reason. It's just math.
At least we can be a source of positivity.
Ben, if I get surprised by test tomorrow, I'm sending customer complaints.
A test tomorrow. Yeah, but I give reminders about tests the following week because that's when the episode's released.
Oh shit, my bad.
You should have listened to the last episode.
Yeah.
Well, then
Pay
again, you
attention.
didn't give any tips then either, did he?
They say ignorance is a bliss
It is.
It is until
until
the
you
test
get
comes.
Till the truth hits you in the
to-
face.
It's like what we talk about in TOK.
Is that true?
Yes, we talk about ignorance all the time in TOK.
Who's?
Oh, so you finally
okay.
have lessons with Elsa.
Yeah, we do, but like we talk about ignorance and we talk about maps.
Still,
Noise.
still
Yeah.
maps.
We haven't.
Kind
We
of.
Still maps.
well, we kind of just got off maps.
Okay.
We kind of just got done
That's
with
good
it.
news.
Yeah.
That's good. Something's happening at least.
All right.
Wonderful, William, my man.
Yeah.
Looking forward to hear this week's question.
All right. So I don't know if it's going to be something that's going to be discussed for too long because I think everyone is anticipating talking about Mo, of course. So today's question is whether you have. Let's say you have two paintings. So it doesn't have to be paintings. It can be anything. One of them is the real one. It was made first. It's the real piece. And the second one is an actual fake. It was made to be fake. And it's it's essentially a carbon copy of the first one. It looks exactly the same. But with the added that the second one is indeed a fake. So I'm wondering which one is better if you're thinking about that.
Well, if they're both essentially the same, then.
Yeah, but the other one is made to be a fake. Like it's made to be sold as a fake. for
By the
example.
original author? Or like
It doesn't matter. It doesn't really
specific.
matter. It's not specific.
I'd say the original because the second one's just trying to replicate the first one's brilliance, and so they might make some mistakes while trying to replicate it. Maybe try too hard.
But I said it was a carbon copy, so it's
Oh,
essentially
shit.
just
Well,
the
it's
exact same.
essentially a carbon copy. They look exactly the same.
Well, then I don't see it really.
I mean,
like a
it comes
big
into this
deal
with
in it.
originality, I guess. Now, I would feel as well that the original is better, but I can't really tell you why. It's just a sort
Yeah.
of human feeling of like, what came first, the thing that's original, the thing that was the source, is better than the result. I don't know. You know what I mean.
Yeah, maybe because it's like finite, so you think oh, this is the first one that
It's a
came.
scarce resource.
It's unique, exactly, scarce resource. Yes, mom.
Maybe it's also like sentimental value. For example, like for example, if you have like a white T-shirt, right? Like you've worn it since you were a child. Like you just love this exact white T-shirt. If it gets broken, if you buy another white T-shirt, it's not going to be the same one as before. And so that also affects why I say the original is better.
So you say the memories connected to it give it value.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but the thing is, if the idea behind art is to express emotions and convey some sort of message, then the fake one is doing exactly the same thing.
I'd say that the fake one is being more real in its hard attempt at being real, because it's trying to be what the real one is. So it's real in its own way. Like I'd say that they are actually not connected to each other, even though they look the exact same.
You could bring it down to economics and talk about scarcity, because if you think there can only be one original, there can be many fakes. Therefore, the
Yes.
original is more scarce, therefore has higher value from a just
Well,
purely economic.
which one's original?
Well, if you don't know which one is fake and original, then they're gonna have the same value, aren't they?
Yes, but most often you do know which one is the original.
Maybe just a reduced value because there's more of the same thing.
I mean, sure, that can happen. You can get less money for it because now there are two instead of one.
Of course, that's bringing it down to economics and not sort of sentimental value. So, I mean, there's several ways you can approach this question. As said, I feel like the original is more worth, but I can't really tell you why. But I just don't understand if you think something different.
Yeah. I'm actually going to use something my English teacher repeats in each lesson.
Ooh.
That everything is a text.
Oh, everything is a text.
Yes, my face is a text. No, but the thing is, this fake version of this cover art or whatever it is.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
It's a text, right? It's conveying some sort of message.
Yeah.
Whatever it is that the author is trying to
And in this time,
say. And I think the value that they have the same value. Of course, the originality makes a difference there, but they express the same emotions. They express the same thoughts at the end of the day. So.
Well, the fake actually expresses slightly different emotions as it's fake. It's trying to be something that it isn't because it's not original. And it has a different story there.
But in this way, many people can have that art in their homes. They can have it, I don't know, on their backgrounds. So instead of having one copy of that cover art, now more people can access it.
I mean,
and use it.
Sure, you can say that too. All right.
I think one of the main things about this thing is, or about this question is it's analyzing something that's above like what's physically in front of you. It's trying to get the message that's not like visible physically.
I mean, the thing about it being an art piece doesn't really matter. It's more about, is it better to be original or is it better to be fake, or doesn't it matter? All right, Jonathan, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, that puts it in a new perspective for me, because I was really just thinking about from the art perspective.
Yeah,
but
it's not about that.
Okay, yes. So obviously there is value in having these quote-unquote fakes, because that means it can be spread to more people. Yeah. You know, the Lord of the Rings books are still really good, even if it wasn't the original print.
Definitely.
But someone would still buy the original print for more and value it more somehow. So it's like, there's value to the fakes, but I think most people would still place higher value on the originals.
It's the same thing with the Bible, right? The people can't afford
Is there an original Bible?
I don't know.
There isn't.
Old crumpled
They get a bootleg
Old
Bible.
copies. It's the same thing, right? Now it can be spread to more people, and that more people can have access to it through these fake versions, or at least copies.
Yeah. I mean, definitely. So
there's value to both.
I feel like they have different kinds of values. Yeah.
So we just need to find the original Bible now.
Good luck with that one. I don't know how old the Bible is, to be honest.
Didn't we learn
It's
in
pretty old.
history class last year that it was a bunch of dudes who like gathered and decided on the Bible?
I think it was something like that. It was like three people or
decided
something.
which texts were supposed to be in the Bible. There were a lot of texts, and they decided which one were supposed to be canon.
So it was like three popes. Just three popes. Like this is good. This is good. We like this.
There are different Bibles. Like if you go to Ethiopia, they have a different Bible, the Coptic Bible.
I remember one time you told me a story about this guy who like beat up a giant or some shit. Like was that like
David and Goliath?
No, I remember you told me like it was like a messed up version of the. Okay, I don't know the messed up.
Oh yeah. That's actually the Ethiopian Bible has that one. It's the Book of Enoch, and it's about a guy who becomes. I think he's called like Mega Man God or something. I don't remember his name, but it's really grandiose like that, and it sounds stupid to be honest. But I love the story.
Do you know there's a guy in the Bible who like killed 200 Philistines using a donkey's jawbone? Like epic. Talk about epic achievement.
I didn't know about that actually.
He used a donkey's jawbone.
Wow.
That's such a weird story. What's the sense moral of that story?
I can't remember.
Don't mess with people with donkeys' jawbones. Like,
don't mess with guys with donkeys' jaws.
And donkeys have very powerful jaws.
Steak for your donkeys.
Well, like, regardless of who is holding it, it's just very strong.
It's about to go down.
It's always important to look at it through the perspective of the original context. That's another thing our English teacher will be happy saying. You have to look at through the right context. Of course, contexts are different, but if you want to understand the original meaning, you have to have the original context.
Of course, that's always true.
How do you even kill people with the jaw?
Oh, is he still thinking about it?
All right, the donkey jaw isn't that important, Parsa. It's just, it probably means something. It's probably a symbol for how God,
Loves donkeys.
loves the power of donkeys. I don't know.
Parsa, look, you just gotta be that guy to know. You're not that guy, pal.
Man, God just loves us.
That is true. God just loves ass.
Okay,
For those who don't understand, ass means donkey.
okay. Just before we go on, before we go on, I've got to give one of my favorite memories or like jokes. My mum showed me these pictures of where people had misused English. So it was this place in Thailand where you could ride donkeys, and it was like this picture of a donkey, and it said, "Do you want to ride your own ass?" It's so good.
That's messed up.
Do you want to
do you
ride
even
your
do
own
that?
ass?
Yeah, that's the
Several
thing.
layers.
You gotta put legs on
like
your
standing
ass.
on
You
your
gotta
own
cut off
feet.
your ass, put legs on it, and ride it.
Put legs on. Where are you getting the legs?
A donkey.
From that donkey that
Yeah.
we just butchered.
Donkeys aren't bipedal.
Donkeys are bipedal.
What?
But if you want to ride it, you gotta have 4 feet. Don't forget it.
Poor. No, but ride it.
You gotta ride your ass.
Why are we? This
Right.
this
You
really
need a
got out of
saddle,
hand.
of course, as well.
Yeah.
And some reins.
Yeah, some dark thoughts just
Why
popped
is
in my mind.
donkey called ass?
Why?
Yeah. Where did it
That's got
came
a big
from?
one.
I've never heard of it.
Well, wait. Do they see a donkey's ass and they're like, that looks like mine or something?
That's a good question. I don't know about that. I don't know how it came to be that ass and like their ass has 2 meanings.
All right, let's leave the donkeys for themselves. And finally, it's time to hear some words of wisdom from today's featured guest, Mohammed, the champion of the people.
Did he tell you to say that?
No,
Yes.
no.
No, of course he didn't tell us
of
to
course
say
he
that.
didn't. No.
We're saying that out of pure own will.
Yes.
Look, man, I don't tell anyone to do anything. They just respect me out of like respect, man. You just don't get it. Like
Respect me out of respect.
I'm the
Damn, I
guy.
like that sentence.
You are the guy.
I'm the man.
Mo
guy.
is the
Alright.
guy.
I'm the alpha male.
All right,
Okay.
give us some of your long-earned wisdom, some of your hard-earned wisdom from life.
Well, first of all, why didn't you introduce yourself? Maybe.
Yeah, maybe
Okay.
maybe
We're
not
like
everyone
halfway through the
knows the
podcast.
big Mohammad Omais.
Yeah.
Look,
Tell us a bit
I
more
know
about yourself.
there's gotta be like 1 or 2 people out there who don't know me, but for those who don't, my name is Mohammad Ali Omais. Don't call me Muhammad Ali, by the way. But if you ever see me around, so they'll be like, "What's up, Clay? How you doing?" I'll respond. I'm pretty cool. I'm 16 years old. I don't know what the fuck am I supposed to say. Like,
It sounds like
you
you're building a
from?
Tinder
I have a
profile.
wingspan. I have a wingspan of 2 meters, and I found it pretty interesting.
Jesus, how do you explain that? When did you figure that out? Did you get wings at some point?
No, like like when you open your
From
hands.
tip to tip.
I call it
Tip to tip.
Like,
Fingertip to fingertip. From
Not
one
any
end
other
to the
kinds
other
of tips we're not talking about, right? Yeah.
Me and you later. Tip to tip.
Right.
All right.
Mohammed, where are you from?
I'm from Lebanon, man. Born and raised. No, I wasn't born and raised there. I was born in Sweden. Fun fact. In Vorbury, where William lives.
Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
We're of the same kind.
We're the same. Me and him. No difference between us. We're the same kind of person.
We're like blood siblings.
Like, I mean, just look at us. Is there any difference?
Like I've got curly hair. He's got curly hair, and
I mean, we're pretty tall.
Don't need to talk about that. Yeah, take that as a compliment, dude. That wasn't an insult. At least not on purpose.
Yes, of course.
What's the next question?
I'm gonna get punched by this
Yes,
guy.
your first. The first question that I've written here is that it goes like this: what's your favorite childhood memory?
Oh man, you're gonna make me think.
Yeah, we want to make you think.
Oh, that was the first time.
It's really hard for me, bro. It is the first time, alright? Okay, so something I've been thinking about. I was just telling people lately. It's not my favorite memory per se, but it's the one I can think of right now. I remember in 6th or 7th grade. Yeah, 7th grade. I stuck a pencil, like a sharpened lead pencil, on the chair.
Yeah.
And you guys can guess what happened later. My friend sat on it.
Oh,
yeah. And so,
it went
Jesus.
up his ass?
It went up his ass. Not his anus, by the way. It didn't go like up the canal or. it went on his butt cheek.
All right. Okay. Okay.
But no, let me tell you, it gets worse because it pierced through his clothes.
No. Okay.
And the pencil, the fucking lead broke in his ass.
Oh.
The nurse tried to remove it. She wasn't able to.
Wait. How big's the pencil? Like how big was the pencil? Was it like a smaller pencil or did it like
No, it
go
was like
far
a really
in?
big pencil. Like I got like a new pencil just for this reason.
Are you a psychopath? What the hell?
Pencil to fuck over your friend. Oh, that's
It's like, hey
wonderful.
man, I'm gonna make the funniest prank you've ever seen. Just wait. How did you even keep it there? Did you like put blue tack underneath it and just stick it there?
Wait, no. Like he stood up for a second. I saw the opportunity. I was like,
and you didn't think about any of the consequences. You're like, I'm gonna get this up Main Street.
fuck no. The thing is, his dad is the fucking principal.
Oh, what was that kid? You've told me about him.
It's the
Parsa,
wrong
what do you
kid
say?
to mess with.
Yeah, how did you miss the
What do you mean? How did you miss it? It's not like he's like, I'm gonna calculate the distance from here to here. Use Pythagoras theorem and just stick it right there.
how fast was he trying to sit on it? That it went through his clothes and went in.
Like bro, like when you sit on a chair, right? Like you're not looking at a chair, you're pretty city hard, bro. Like you're not like, oh, let me take my time.
I'm just gonna slowly sink down on my chair. Oh, there's a pen.
No. So
Keep going.
the school nurse could not get it out, and so he had to be sent to the hospital.
I'm trying to picture like the nurse trying to think.
Just
pull
stay
it
bent
out.
over.
Like,
That's
harder, boys.
That's an awkward situation. I'm thinking like Karin, which
That poor lady has seen many things, man.
Bullet, you know?
No shit, but that's a shaft of
like,
wood.
You know the piece to write with, like the sharpened tip.
Yeah,
it broke inside and just stuck there. Like I tried to scratch it out.
You tried to skirt. We're like, I'm just gonna put my
are
pinky
you
in there trying
telling
to
me
get
you
it
just
out.
touched his ass and we're like, oh, I'm sorry, man. I'll get it out.
Bro, I was fucking worried. He said the fucking principal. I don't want to get expelled.
You say after you you preemptively got a pencil specifically to shove it up his ass, and you're just like, this is gonna show him good.
Look, man, I've told you before. I don't think.
I feel like
Clearly
you
after
defiled
that.
him in many ways that day.
No, I have so many stories with that exact guy. And how many times I fucked him over. I just want to give a shout out to Bahij. He's the guy that got fucked. If you're listening to this,
Top and
I'm really
bottom.
sorry, man.
Like-
I don't know, man. It's just-
Honestly, shout out to Bahish. I love that guy.
love you. Also, shout out to Maurice Donnerstag for getting
Let's give a shout out to
80
Maurice.
Every time.
Every time. Wonderful. Next question. How would people describe you think?
I mean, your people. describe me.
Let's start with your friends. How would your friends describe you?
Like how
The one
you
and
think
only,
they would
the
describe
best.
you.
How would your parents describe you if you find it hard to?
I like to my parents a lot, so
So they don't know. Well,
they don't know
they'll
me.
talk about the you they know then. Who do they know?
The parents that they think they know, the Mohammed they think they know, they don't know real me. They think he's smart, he does his homework, he gets good grades. He studies really hard. When he's on the internet, he's not watching porn, but instead he's researching about like stars and shit.
Is that really what your parents think of you?
Yeah, it's fucking funny, bro.
Someone sent this video to her.
Oh, fuck.
Like, I mean, you're not looking at stars.
Look, well, trust me, I'm looking at a different kind of star.
All right, that's good. I feel like we should send this video to your parents.
Oh fuck, this is blackmail.
You chose to come here.
You just.
Sure.
This is your fault.
This is what happens when you don't think about what could happen. You don't think about when you don't think before you speak.
All right, Mo,
Yeah, what's up, baby?
I have a question for you.
What is it?
If you could be remembered for one thing, what would it be?
Honestly, like I want to be like one of the Kardashians.
Oh, you want to join the Kardashian family?
No, but like how the fuck did they get famous?
I'll
right?
tell you how. A porno.
Okay, I don't want to remember for a porno.
A porno.
A porno.
Okay, but like I just want to be famous for the sake of being famous.
Well-
Like no reason. Like you look him up as like, I know that guy, but why?
Why do I even know who Mohammad Omais is?
like you get a history book, you read about him. Like there's nothing interesting about this guy.
Why would you be in a history book?
Because I want to be fucking famous.
Okay, but I feel like nobody puts the Kardashians in the history book.
They will be.
Have you ever read the history of the Kardashians?
No. I stand corrected.
Next question. If you won $10 million or crowns, I don't discriminate, tomorrow,
Okay.
what would you spend it on?
Don't say McDonald's.
But dollars and crowns is a big difference.
Dollars.
Let's go with dollars.
Let's go dollars. Dollars are bigger numbers.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give an answer that someone that's a mentor to me said one time. Hookers and cocaine, baby.
Hookers and cocaine.
No,
there you go.
I don't want to be smart. I don't be like, oh, I'm gonna save $1 million and then give the rest to my dad and he can invest or whatever. No, that's boring. Like, you get a life.
That's not what smart people do.
No, you don't. You don't give
the money
9
to their
million to
parents.
your
No, I don't think
parents.
anyone gives their money
Bro,
to their
okay, but
parents.
would you trust me with the money?
No.
Oh yeah, that's good point. Give it to your
Like, I would
parents.
probably like, I don't know, spend it like stuff like impulse buy stuff.
Or just put it like 9,800,000 in a savings account and then just have 200,000 to yourself.
Like I would just.
You can live off of that for so fucking long.
Yeah,
I would,
exactly.
honestly, I would just like buy like my favorite McDonald's in Lebanon.
I literally told you don't say McDonald's. I knew it was coming.
Not like not the burgers or anything, like the store.
So you just want
You
to
buy
be a franchise owner.
McDonald's. You'd buy
Like,
a McDonald's store.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just like one of the stores, just one
Yeah.
of them.
That's like half of your budget gone, or like a third of your budget gone.
Okay, then I buy like 3 more.
And then you know the money's gonna keep going up forever because he owns fucking McDonald's.
That's a
stores.
good source of income.
Exactly.
As long
Do you-
as he doesn't do anything.
Oh shit, was that like really smart?
How does he buy them?
this into 5 Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, but like how does he buy them though?
You just go up
What
to
do
like,
you just
hey,
go
yo,
up to them? Hey yo,
like-
I want them.
It's like I got a briefcase full of money. Like, can I have it?
Well, I mean, if they know how profitable it is, they're not gonna sell it to you.
Bro, like telling me you want to sell a McDonald's for like $3 million?
But I mean, it's
Just
a
a store.
franchise.
It's like a McDonald's store.
Just
Like,
go get a
who gives a
McDonald's.
shit? Exactly. You just
In Lebanon.
it's true.
Plus, it's a Lebanese McDonald's. Probably like $1,000.
Not really. I don't believe that.
Do you think they have that much?
Good question. I don't know.
$500.
Probably not.
Well, speaking of food, I think I know the answer to this question, but I'm gonna ask it anyways. If you had to eat one meal for the rest of your life, what would it be?
You guys already know this. Okay, when you think about the perfect like meal, the perfect food, what do you think? You probably think, oh, some salad or some
A salad. I don't know about that.
I don't know.
Nah.
Let me tell you up straight. A Big Mac. Alright? What does a Big Mac have? It has lettuce, it has tomatoes, it has pickles, it has meat, it has bread. Bro, that's like the most nutritious fucking, I don't know how to say it, healthy thing ever.
It's all your main food groups.
Like it's literally everything, bro. It's like it's all in one. Jack of all trades.
But don't forget the fries and the dipping sauce as well.
Yeah, exactly. You get the fries as well.
The dip fries you can keep them, but like it's unhealthy.
And you get some fast carbohydrates if you get a Coke or something.
Exactly.
Plus you get liquids from Coke, so
Liquids.
you don't need water anymore. You don't need water
Liquids.
anymore.
You can just live off a Big Mac.
Wonderful. I want to ask this last question.
Oh no, so
And I think from now on, it will be this podcast signature question that we're going to like tie the episode up.
Oh damn, it's needed.
And it goes, what gets you excited about life? Or what's giving you hope right now?
Honestly, I just want to like see what happens. I'm kind of curious. Like I just want to see like where my life ends up. Like okay, sure, I have some plans. Like I want to marry someone, have like babies and shit. Like
Babies and shit.
You know how it is.
Look, a man that has babies guts to take a shit. All right.
Man's gotta do what man's
I'm
gotta
just genuinely curious. I want to know what's gonna happen. What's in store for me? Because I don't know. I'm not like. I never like plan things, and things just never go my like the way I planned it to go.
Kids and shit.
And so yeah, well shit. I may plan to like get married to some like supermodel. It may not work out, and so I just want to see what's gonna happen. Am I gonna end up homeless? Am I gonna end up being a billionaire? You guys better hope I'm not gonna be a billionaire because I'm gonna buy your houses.
Why?
Please become a billionaire.
What am I gonna do in the future towards you?
I don't know. I'm just gonna like if I become a billionaire, I'm gonna fuck you all over.
Same thing you did with
fuck you all over and fuck you is two different things. But don't you have an anxiety about like that in the future as well, though?
Oh yeah, but it also gets me.
Well, yeah.
Anxiety's fun if you make it fun.
No, it's not.
like I don't know. I feel like this is like. You just want to know what's gonna happen because I'm a very curious person, right? Like I want to see things to the end.
Yeah.
Right? Which is also why I don't want to die. because I don't want to see my story end. I want to keep seeing things happening and happening and happening and happening.
Which is
Makes
why
sense.
you need to do as much as you can right now.
That's what I always do. It's not
Makes
smart.
sense.
Like yeah, actually, like I mean, of course it is smart, but like just don't do everything you can do just because you can.
Well, yeah, but like be a bit impulsive, but also like a bit thinking about the long term. Like have a rough plan with what you want to do, but then give yourself enough margin of error so that you can play around a bit and have some fun.
Like I'm very impulsive. But I do like I try to do like any like if anyone was like, oh shit, like at 3 a.m. oh you want to go like eat like McFlurry, I'm like fuck yeah bro, like that's you're in my mind. Like yeah sure I'll go, like I won't care about the consequences. Like consequences for me comes like next.
That's literally what consequences are. They come next.
No, like I mean like
But you don't need to think about them ahead of
But I'm
time.
thinking about it. Like
You just think about them when they happen.
yeah exactly.
But then again, being impulsive does make for some good stories.
Alright.
Shit. Wonderful. Are we happy? I really enjoyed our discussion.
Yeah,
Love you
so
guys.
did I.
Honestly.
We came for it.
Thank you so much for being here, Mo.
Oh,
In my
thank you for
opinion,
having
you're
me.
a kind, amazing person.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Like-
so nice.
Yeah.
That's so
Nice.
candid.
Well, when you said you don't know how your friends would describe you, kind and amazing is as the
And impulsive.
You're a cutie pie.
and impulsive. And we really appreciated having you here to hang out with us. You're always welcome if you want to come back. Next, I would like to thank our hosts here. And Pouria, our mix and mastering engineer. In other words, my friends here who are passionately doing this show every week. This wouldn't be possible without your like creativity, responsibility, and the effort that you guys put into this.
I mean, mine's
So
kind of
thank you.
half-assed. I'm just here for the interviews, really.
Except Ben. No, I'm just-
I mean, honestly, I'll take it.
I mean, he gets to be on a podcast at least.
In fact, I've wanted to do this for a long time, ever since like listening to podcasts, and I've always wanted to do something like this.
take it more seriously. No, I'm just.
I'm sorry, I'll do better.
It's all right. And thank you for listening to this podcast and showing us support and love. Make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, Radio IB. If you want to find your way back, also follow us on Instagram,
And
official
Spotify.
Radio IB, where we'll weekly post some behind the scenes pictures and videos.
Just a quick shout out to myself for being the #1 man in my life, for being the coolest, for being my inspiration. Love you.
Also, Spotify should work now.
Also?
Spotify.
That's
yeah,
really good
yeah,
because
yeah,
I
it
hate
should.
watching these videos on YouTube.
Well, yeah, see, right, that's why we try to fix it there.
Also-
It should work now.
Quick shout out to Mohammed for
being the main man.
Mohammed. For being Mohammed.
The man of the people.
The people himself.
His words on ours. Well, no.
I did just say it.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And Pouria did too.
Yeah. We said it first, actually.
He said the Spotify should be working now. So if you search Radio IB on Spotify, our podcast will appear there, and you can listen to them.
And one final thing, we're planning something special for Halloween, so
Yes.
be excited for that.
Woo!
And also,
So
we're always
scary.
open for ideas. If you wanna like appear as a guest on the show, or you have a topic you want to talk about, you can always contact us on Instagram.
But we do have a lot of people now, too, as well.
There, like we said last time, there is a queue.
There is
So
a
get
queue.
on that queue if you want to be on.
It will take time. We're only on our second interview person.
We have a busy schedule.
We're busy. We got busy and shit.
Business, man.
Exactly.
Business.
Exactly.
Yeah,
We got stuff to do.
exactly.
As if.
Well, I mean, schoolwork mainly.
Yeah. So with this being said, until next time, take care and bye bye.
Have a good day, people.
Let's go.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.